Welcome back to Blog Access 101. I'm your host, Young Abachi. Remember, subscribe to YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify by searching Blog Access 101. If you're YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. This is episode 291. Here today, my co-host, Rod. What up, Rod?
What it is.
This dude crazy. But we jump right into it. First round of college football playoffs. Alabama was definitely looking at having the committee looking real questionable in that first half when they was down 17-0, but was able to come back and beat Oklahoma um, in the first round of college playoffs. What were your thoughts on that game?
So I got Alabama. I got two little ESPN brackets, free brackets that they
They
put
didn't got
out.
Alabama win the whole thing.
I got them in one, and I got Georgia in the other. They free, so I was like a little looser with my picks. I was like, yeah, Alabama usually inevitable, and I feel like
Crack
they ain't want.
cocaine, one hell of a drug.
I feel like they ain't want to chip in a little minute because it was y'all last year, us before that. They do.
Yeah, okay. It sounds good. They play Indiana.
I am not afraid. That's the one team to take Indiana out and do y'all that favor.
Bro, first of all, you know, you said it yourself. You know Indiana not beating us twice.
Yeah, so y'all need you and Indiana and y'all both need somebody to take the other one out.
Nah, we want Indiana. I already said I projected when I won the Big Ten championship. I said this is going to be the national championship game in January.
Oh yeah, and I know you know Alabama, Indiana wouldn't have made it if they were losers. So I mean, they'd
No,
have made the
Indiana would have
playoffs.
made it.
If they would have lost to y'all, the committee would have did them dirty and put them in like the eighth seed.
No, they would have probably fell to two or three.
Definitely not two or three because they would have had I don't
Bro, they
know
was
probably
undefeated the entire season. If they would have had that one loss, they would have been two or three.
yeah, but the committee weird. Like college football been weird for years where they like
Bro,
they
they
got
put us
their
at two and we lost to them. So they would have been at two or three.
y'all a blue collar team. They respect the blue collar teams. They be playing with everybody else.
What their coach Kurt been what 23-2 there. So I mean they a respectable program. They ain't like they some slouch.
Kirk Cincinnati might be the best coach in college football right now. He on something. He OSS as the kids say.
You know. Uh nah, but I just feel as though that was a solid game. But let's talk about these other teams. You know, the teams that won had the at large bid because they won their conference. James Madison and Tulane. Tulane, I think they were just happy to be there because it was belt to ass for them boys the entire game.
Tulane, Tulane definitely got BTA. James Madison lost by 21, but that offense looks crazy.
No,
They're a
yeah, yeah,
small
yeah.
school.
Now James Madison, I you know what? I didn't want to sound too crazy, but I thought might cover the spread. I don't think they were gonna win it, but they definitely have a dynamic offense over there with James Madison. But I
I
just
think
feel
they
like the
covered.
defense wasn't gonna be able to compete with Oregon for too long, as we can see, because Oregon put up 51 on the head top.
I think the spread was 20 and a half. I think they covered or they barely missed.
Uh, I'm not sure. I didn't bet the game, but let me check.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't bet it either, but they was feisty. They dropped 34 points. I don't know how much Oregon had, maybe 51, maybe 53.
Yeah, I don't. It don't even show what the spread was. But no, I just knew
What was
Oregon's offense was going to be a little bit too much for that defense to handle, but I feel like the offense, as they did, put up a lot of points. So, that's
what was the
root
score?
51-34.
They covered. The spread was 20 and a half. They covered.
Oh, okay. All right, okay, well, they did cover. So, yeah, they're a respectable offense. I just knew their defense wasn't going to hold. I knew Tulane didn't have a shot in hell being Ole Miss. Ole Miss is playing on showing they can win without Lane Clifton, which they show they can.
Tulane
Uh,
didn't deserve to be in. There's no way you think that Notre Dame can't beat Tulane. Like Notre Dame should have been in.
Yeah, they probably still got BTA by Ole Miss, but at least it's been a probably more respectable game than 41-10. Um, University of Miami, Texas A&M. Texas A&M, you have a home game and you put up 3 points and it was over 100,000 fans. Man, they could have stayed at home and watched this from the couch for the free ball. Miami,
That's the crazy part.
yeah, Miami. I hope you enjoyed your win because if you come to Ohio State, we play us New Year's Eve and expect us. You put up only 10 points. It's going to be a long game for y'all fans and
Here's
your
what
team.
I think. Miami defense ain't never looked like that. So if they bring that defense to y'all, they got a chance. But
They have no chance. My boy
I don't think
Julian saying it's going to go crazy. Jeremiah Smith is about to play possessed. They didn't give him the best wide receiver of the year trophy. Yeah, he put the Mitch Jones that everybody did be. Good luck to everybody we play in the college football playoffs. It's gonna be ugly for your secondary.
The key to beating Ohio State is out coaching them. Ryan Day got out coached by Kurt Signetti, as you would expect.
You can't even say
I
he
think.
got out coached because our kicker missed a 27-yarder.
I mean, you don't expect that for sure, but with the talent that y'all have, it should have been a blowout. Kirk Signetti coached them boys up.
No, but
Um,
Brian Hartland got the that's when they announced he got the head coaching job at University of South Florida. So that's what kind of probably threw everything off. I knew Auburn was gonna look a little shaky, so hopefully everybody locked in for this, this college football playoff run. So
I think Mario Cristobal can put a game plan together to slow y'all down. I don't know if they hold y'all to 10 points like they did A&M, but I know Julian
and he's
saying
not
don't.
3 points. I don't know for bro. You thinking Bo Jackson and the boys gonna let that go down?
I
CJ
listen.
Donaldson, we go, bro. They can't stop the run. They have no option. You're not gonna stop the run or the pass. We're gonna have a field day out there.
Listen. Julian saying is not the dual threat that Marcel Reed is, so they got a chance.
So first of all, bro. First of all, Julian said playing like he's a upperclassman because I keep forgetting he's a freshman. My
First
fault.
year,
True freshman.
it got to show at some point though, right?
Well, it showed a little bit in that Indiana game, but we're still able to move the ball even then. So that was probably his worst game, and that's saying a lot.
You
If
got you
that's
got
your
high
worst game,
hopes. You got
yeah.
high hopes for your squad. I get it.
Oh, but it's rational. A lot of time people be having high hopes for their teams, like a lot of Michigan fans, and don't have no shot.
Listen, I didn't have Miami beating A&M, so they playing
I
with
think I
house
did.
money.
That's the crazy part. And one of the bracket judges.
Yeah, they playing with house money. I got them losing, but I
Oh,
don't think
okay.
y'all. I don't think y'all gonna be the championship team either, though. So we'll see.
10 guy hating on Big Ten team. That's crazy.
I don't go by conference. Y'all are biggest ops.
Mm, mm, mm. Disgust. All right, let's jump into our week 16 NFL picks. Let me see who I had.
I'm off to a hot start. I'm 3-0 so far.
Yeah, I know next year you better be in the Pick'em League.
I didn't know about it. I would have been in it.
Like several times. I don't be looking, man.
You put me on to the league that I'm in, so I didn't think you were doing yours.
Oh yeah, I do both. But all right, so I got Tampa Bay beating Carolina. Matter of fact, I skipped a few games. My bad. So on Thursday night, of course, I had the Seahawks. That was a crazy game. Remember, you saw much y'all weren't gonna lose. The fact they got the 2 point on a forward fumble. That's why they say always play to the whistle. Kids at home, take notes.
We're gonna talk about
Uh,
that.
huh?
We're gonna talk about that.
Okay. I mean, it was the right call, but I took the Eagles over Washington on Saturday. I took the Bears over the Packers. That was a hell of a game. Clutch comeback for the Bears. That onside kick was definitely clutch. And shout out to Caleb Williams, Ben Johnson. It might be Houdini. We're starting to see the Lions run might not be Dan Campbell, and it might have been Ben Johnson.
He crafty. He's a crafty
Yeah.
bull.
All right. We got Tampa. I had Tampa Bay beating Carolina. I had the Buffalo Bills beating the Bear. I keep saying the Bears. The Browns. I had the Chargers beating the Cowboys. I had Bengals beating the Dolphins. Mike McDaniels might be on a hot seat on his way out. Please apply to the Eagles offensive coordinator position. We are hiring. um, Saints over the Jets. I took Minnesota over the Giants. I took the Chiefs over Tennessee. I got the Falcons over the Cardinals. The Broncos over the Jags. Taking Lions over the Steelers, and I'm taking the Texans over the Raiders. Forgot. I'm taking the Patriots over the Ravens. I think they're cooked. I just really a huge fan of my boy Drake May. And I like what they're doing over there with New England. And then I got the 49ers over the Colts. I just can't pick my Phillip Rivers. 44 years old. You're going to get Robert Saleh today. It's going to be a lot of pass rush and hopefully you got a lot of Bengay or ICI. You heard tonight. But yeah, who you got?
So of course, I was gonna pick my Rams to win, but I did pick Seattle to cover. I picked the Eagles over the Commanders. That was an easy one. I picked the Bears over the Packers. I didn't deserve the win, but I got the win. Um, I picked Tampa Bay over Carolina. It doesn't seem like they're going to cover, but a lot of game left. I actually picked Cleveland to cover, which they are covering right now, but of course Buffalo to win. Um, Chargers over the Cowboys, that was easy, and now they don't have nothing to play for. Bengals over the Dolphins. As soon as I heard Quinn Ewers was starting, I didn't care what the spread was. Give me Cincinnati. Nola over the Jets. The Jets are just miserable. Um, Took the Giants to cover against the Vikings, but to lose. Nope, I lied. I took the Giants both ways. The spread was only like 1.5. Um, Took Tennessee over the Chiefs because when do you get a
Ballsy
chance to
move,
say?
but if it's smart, I just felt Chad Henne was gonna ball out, but I might be wrong.
Listen, I love Michigan. That's been my favorite school since I was a kid.
I know.
One thing I know we don't produce, aside from Tom Brady, is quarterbacks. They'll get to the league, they're not going to thrive.
Damn, that's fair.
I got Atlanta beating Arizona with Drake London coming back. I actually got Jacksonville over Denver. Might just be being a hater, but I picked Jacksonville. Detroit over Pittsburgh. Houston going to spank, BTA, the Raiders. I actually picked the Ravens over the Patriots. The Ravens just need the game so bad. And then, yeah, San Fran over the Colts because, sorry, Phillip Rivers, I don't have faith.
Well, the Patriots and what's up? See, and Baltimore needs this game because they're trying to stay within reach of Denver for that top number one seed, and I
And the
feel like
Bills,
in New
and the
England,
Bills winning the division.
yeah, well, that's not happening, champ. And then New England 6-0 on the road, so
You think they're gonna go perfect?
I don't know if they're gonna go perfect, but I sure as hell think they're gonna beat Baltimore. There, I know for sure. I took them for the plus 3.5 for the spread. I don't know why they even had that spread.
I feel like Lamar looked too bad too long, and he got to show us something. He's a two-time MVP. Like, if he got to run, he gonna run. Like, whatever he got to do, I think they're gonna do that tonight.
I hear you. But yeah, if this is the road game to lose, it'd be this one because they play the Jets next week at MetLife, and we know we're not losing to them. Well, they know
Yeah,
they're not.
yeah,
Uh,
not losing at all.
yeah, but you said you want to talk about just your Rams throwing that game away, huh?
Oh yeah, we got cheated so bad. So first of all,
I got cheated, bro. He threw it back. It was a backwards pass, a fumble.
the league, the league is so crazy. I think the world is so crazy because Puka, he trash talks the refs pregame. So you expect something. You expect some type of retaliation. Sure, I get it. The first bad call was we on the 1 yard line. We down 7-0. We scored a touchdown, but they call ineligible man downfield. My man was 1 yard downfield, literally engaged in blocking.
Yeah, but you
Literally,
can't be downfield, bro.
if you engage, you can. If you engage, like if you actively blocking, you can.
No, but he probably was out too far.
It literally was 1 year. It was 2 yards total. It was 1 yard into the end zone.
1 yard is 2 yards, man. The rules is the rules.
That rule don't apply if you're actively blocking. It's not his fault. He pancaking his man or dominating his block. So that was the first bad one. And we only lost by one. So that's really all you need to make the argument. But then, of course, the infamous 2-point conversion. So I understand that it was a backward pass. I understand that I guess Zach Charbonnet recovered it so and so. But the whistle blew before the recovery. And he never was really making a recovery. He was grabbing the
Once he
ball.
had it,
Huh?
it blew once he had picked it
No,
up.
I promise you, it blew before he picked it up, and he was just handing the ball to the ref. He wasn't even making a football play. That shouldn't have been the touchdown.
It was, it was a 2-point conversion, but that's why you play to the whistle.
It was literally like a 6-point total of swing, all because of the refs, and we lost by one. And one of those plays,
All because of the refs, because they follow the rule book that the NFL. It's crazy.
they called two very bad calls. We've lost 4 games this year, and we've lost 2 directly because of the refs. When we played the Eagles, they wasn't calling the false starts on the tush push. Um, and then when we played last the Seattle, and they missed those two calls, it is crazy. So yeah, Puka is very valid in the way he feels. The refs be crazy.
Here's my ass. I had to play against him in a fantasy league. He put up two leagues to be exact. He put up 48.5 on my heads up. My league was like 60-something.
Are you are
Uh,
you gonna are you gonna survive that?
it's not looking like a champ. My team is projected to get 165, and we're still supposed to lose by 17.
Oh, I've been there. That's happened to me a few times this year.
Bro, so this boy has Puka and he had Jackson Smith and Jigba.
I think are we in that league together? Because I've seen that team.
No, this is the other random league, well, old head Q league I'm in. And then I think I'm playing them in another league. They had that I had in a league that we actually are in. Oh, I actually might have a shot at winning that league. I don't know how, but praise God. Because he had 53 on my head top. Oh, George Pickens is balling out. Yo, tell me how Joe Burrow has 4 touchdowns and Chase has 0 of them. This is crazy.
That's because your man Chase Brown in our league got three of them. I'm so
I
unlucky.
I, I, I saw that and I said, you know what? I would have rather took 2 and give the other 2 to Chase, but I need to win both.
I chased down in the dynasty league. I chased down my op in the projections though, so my fantasy season not gonna be over yet. I don't think. We'll see.
Okay, the other league, the $200 league.
I got a chance to catch you too. I already know what I need. I know exactly what I need to beat you.
Go ahead and speak on it, brother.
I don't want you to change your lineup. I think you stuck. I don't think you can change your lineup. Let me look real quick.
Right now, I mean that Quinshon Jenkins Jukins blew me.
Oh yeah, your whole bench is either out or they played already. So I'll tell you, I need Jacksonville Denver to be a defensive game. That's all I need. It's such a simple ask. And Jacksonville at the crib. Jackson,
It's gonna be a defensive game for Denver, and it ain't gonna be a defensive game for Jacksonville. I'll tell you that.
I need a defensive struggle or Jacksonville domination. That is exactly what I need.
If you go to Jacksonville domination, that mean they're gonna be throwing the ball.
Yeah, but then that mean RJ Harvey out of it. I need two of them dudes to have a bad
He
game.
catches the ball out the backfield too. What you saying?
Nah, all right, I don't want none of that. I need
You lucky Quinshon Jenkins got injured because he was about to go off.
you get everybody gets lucky in these playoffs. It'd be the craziest things. What did I just have happen to me in another league?
But you do know play a Monday night, right?
Yeah, I'm not really worried about Jonathan Taylor because Phillip Rivers is his quarterback.
Nah, JT's still gonna be JT. I feel like he's gonna have a crazy fantasy night.
And I probably overthought that because I did go and get Josh Downs to have some Monday night like counter punching.
That was your
Um,
counter? Come on, man. I didn't even feel that hit.
it wasn't really many options, but it paid
Yeah.
off. So it paid off because it made me bench Darius Slayton and he having a terrible game. So it already paid off.
Yeah, I kind of wish you would have played him, but good call.
Dak out here praying for his life and not getting it.
But
Yeah, so I'm glad I took Slayton out. I felt a little crazy for taking Matt Stafford out and then seeing him drop 30. But
I'm thankful that you did, my good friend.
Joe Burrow got 29, so it's all the same ish to me.
Yeah. Anything else?
We need Bijan to have a 30-point game today versus his
We do
23-point
not need Bijan to have
projection.
a 30-point game. We need him to have a 10-point game.
We,
Who they
we
play? The
they
Cardinals?
play. It's an
Yeah.
easy team. Yeah, the Cardinals. Yeah,
Yes.
so we need him to go ape shish. We're very disappointed in Josh Jacobs, but if we win, we still will start him in the championship. So it doesn't even matter.
Wishful thinking there, buddy.
I feel
I'm
like
gonna stay humble though. I'm gonna stay humble because it ain't over yet.
that's what I'm saying about this Cowboys game because I'm very happy with the production CD's not giving, but it's enough time for him to do something.
Not even, yeah, if he can give me like a touchdown or like one big play, I'm good. But I want him to keep force feeding that John to my boy Pickens over there.
That's what they seem to have been doing all year, so it's working out for you. Yeah, it's a lot of things that can go my way. Like hopefully I get lucky enough that CD don't do nothing else. I need a defensive
Is he
struggle in the Denver
1.6
game.
points, bro?
Huh?
Bro, Travis Kelce got me 1.6 points.
Not against me. I'm never that lucky. defense.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I'm cooked. Kenneth Walker in that other league on the bench. Bro, 1.6 is crazy.
Listen, I got a tight end scoring 1.7 right now myself. So
Which league is that in?
against you, Gadsden. I only got two playoff teams left. How many you got?
Too many, buddy. We're winning. Say no. But let me stay humble. Let me see. I got one team that's still in. Uh, two teams that's still in. Three team, four, five.
Damn. All right. Well, if it was just about me and you, we had the same amount of playoff teams in the leagues we was in together. Maybe I might have had you, but no, I might have had you by one because you ain't make the dynasty, the blog access 101
Twice in
dynasty
one
draw.
week last week.
Huh?
I took you out twice in 1 week last week in the playoffs.
Yeah, but I still was there. That's my point. I'm not making that point currently. I'll come back with that point.
Hey, if you go out the first round, you just saying you were just happy to be there. That's what you're telling me.
Nah, we had big dreams, but
My bad. My bad had to end those bad boys, bro. Fast for you.
we knew every team couldn't win the chip. So
I mean, still holding on to the dynasty. We'll see if you pull off a miracle in that league. My homie's
I
talking about. He said, "Who I'm playing Thanos." I gotta check to see what his team looking like.
oh not talking about me, right?
Uh, no, you're not talking about you.
I say my team good, but it
Oh,
ain't.
he playing a 1 seed. Yeah, that's crazy. Call that man team Thanos. That man projected to put up 191 on his head top.
Oh,
That's crazy.
see you in the off season, good brother.
Yeah, the facts he about to peak projected to put up 157 and still projected to get beat by like 40 is crazy.
That happened to me when you scored 219 that one time, and I scored like 170. It was crazy.
Oh yeah, was that like a couple years ago?
No, that was this year, like 6 weeks ago.
Oh yeah, that's when my team was on that dog. It was on demon time. I need that these last 2 weeks.
I think
I
my
like how
dynasty.
they let me tank in that dynasty league so I get the number one pick. I purposely didn't
I,
set my roster.
I saw
They didn't
that.
catch
I
me.
saw that.
Yeah, Bobby beat me, and he probably was happy
I
whole
was like,
time. I was like, "Yep, I'm about to get this number one pick, baby."
that says it's gonna be a good draft though, so I ain't even worried about it.
Yeah, but yeah, let me see where you at in that league. You're what's the score right now? 119. Oh, y'all in the dogfight. 119.84 to 119.68 is the projections. It's crazy.
Oh, for the playoff joint, yeah. He was projected to beat me by a lot though, so I already tracked that down.
Yeah, because Josh Allen is playing horrible for him. He had Quinshon Jenkins who just put up 10 and got out early. That saved you.
Hmm
He got CD Lane. That's why you don't want CD to go off. Ooh, he started Jalen Coker. Desperation is a stinky cologne.
And
Uh,
that was your no. You and AB was praising that
no,
young man.
I said he was a solid guy. I didn't say AB was going a little bit too crazy. I said he's a solid
No,
guy.
I told y'all he was trash at
I'm
least.
not starting him in the semifinals though.
I'm not starting him ever. He gonna be mid forever.
That's crazy. Don't hate on Jalen Coker like that. He's solid. He's a decent wide receiver.
Third receiver on the Carolina
Yeah,
Panthers.
but the reason why he started him, Roma Duze is out. Burden is out. Everybody remember AB and I thought Brandon Ayuk was going to come back. He did not come back.
I had Ayuk on the team, so I was salty too.
Yeah, he had Josh Down. He could have started Josh Downs over Jalen Coker.
I started Josh Downs, but not over Jalen Coker, over Darius Slayton.
But yeah, Jalen Coker had a couple good games. He had 4 receptions, 74 two couple weeks ago, and he had another one like 460 yards.
That's why
He
folks
had
was
two
adding
touchdowns.
him. Yeah, that's why folks was adding him, but I knew he was butt.
Yeah, he just a hater. He just a hating on the guy, man.
Everybody who had faith in Jalen is on that Coker. I tell you that.
That's good. That's good. I give you that. That's good. Uh, yeah, but yeah, man. You want anything else?
Jake Paul got BTA. At least we know his fight's not fake.
No, for real.
Yeah, shout out to the new screensaver. That's a broken jaw in real time right there.
Yeah. Bang.
Broke that man jaw in two places. I believe that more than let's not get political. I just believe that.
Yeah. All right, appreciate you coming on, brother.
Yes, sir. I see you on the next one.
All right, peace.